everyone, welcome back to a new video of the Python for Beginners series. Today we are going to learn about lists. So let's get right into it. Now, what is a list? List is a built-in data type that stores a set of values like int, float, and strings. Now, how can we use a list? I'll show you. First, let's create a variable like we do for all the other data types. Let's say fruits equals. Now for introducing a list, we should use square brackets and type in any fruit name you want. But as fruit names are strings, we need to use the quotes. Now let's add four fruits. Apple, mango, papaya, and what else? Orange. Yes. Now this we have created a list and the list's name is fruits. Now let's quickly print that out. Fruits. Here we got the list printed. Now I'll show you the confirmation that it's a list. Type yes. It's class list. Now as indexes are assigned to strings, indexes are assigned to lists as well. For example, orange is 0, papaya is 1, mango is 2, and apple is 3. Now let's call out one fruit using their index. Fruits, index of 2. Now we should get mango, and that's what we got. So now from this, what can we conclude? Strings and lists are very similar. But what is the difference? There is a difference. The difference is that the strings are immutable and the lists are mutable. Now, what is mutility? Mutility in the English dictionary means that a thing can be changed or not changed. Now, the strings are immutable, so they cannot be changed, but they can be accessed. On the other hand, lists can be changed and can be accessed. Now, let's see that using a practical example. Now, let's create a string named hello. Now let's print str square brackets 0. Now what do we get? We get h. Exactly. Now if we try to change the h into y, for example, str square brackets 0 equals y. Now we try to do that, we get an error because strings are immutable. We cannot change the value after we have assigned to it. So says the error. String object does not support item assignment. So the item or the element cannot be assigned later. So now let's check the same thing with a list. List equals 1, 2, 3. And then print list 1. And then we change the list index number 1 to 3 or 4. Now let's run that. There is no error. Now let's try to print the list like the updated list. As you can see, 1, 4, and 3. The list number 1, which is 2, got replaced with 4, which shows that lists are mutable and strings are not. So now let's move on to the next topic, which is known as list slicing. Now, strings have indexes and they can be sliced. So why not slicing the lists which do have indexes? Let's try that out. Now, let's introduce a list named student. Or wait, student, wait, marks 20, 30, and 50. These are the marks, and now this is the list. We have created the list. Now let's slice. As both of them are similar, the rules will be same as well for both of them. So now what have we discussed in the previous video? We take the index number of the previous one, like the one which are starting with and the one which are ending with. So let's print that. 1:4 of marks. Now we have sliced this sub list. Let me write over here. It changes to a sub list. Now it was substring in the strings part. It is sublist in the lists part. Now we have sliced this from this. Now let's move on to the next part, where we are going to discuss about the few methods of the list data type. First one right here, we have the append. Now what is append? It is basically adding another element which we are going to specify right now at the last. Now let's try that out. Let's use the same list, marks. Now we have the list and we use marks dot append. Now what will we append? 60. Let's check if there is an error. There is no error. Now let's print the updated list. As you can see, we have added 60 successfully at the end. Now this is the append function. Next, we have sort and reverse sort. Now what is sort? The word suggests that we are sorting the values in an ascending order. Now sort reverse is nothing but reverse of ascending, which is descending. So that is sorting the values in the descending order. So let's try both of them. Let's paste the same thing and let's jumble them up. 30 here and 20 here, 50 here, and let's just keep this 30, this is 40. So yes, this is jumbled, like it's not in a proper sorting manner. So let's sort this out. Marks dot sort. That's it. Now we have no error. So let's sort. So let's print this out. Print marks. My bad. Right here, we have the ascended list 20, 30, 40, and 50. So this was a sort. Now let's try the reverse sort. So right here, we are going to say this exact statement. Copy, paste, and we'll print the updated one. As we see, we got a descended list 50, 40, 30, and 20. So these were the two functions or methods I was supposed to say. Now next is the reverse method. Now what is reverse? It is self-explanatory. We are just reversing the values. Now let's paste this. Copy, paste. Wait a second, guys. Copy, paste. Yeah. Now we have this list, which is Mark's list. Now let's reverse this. Marks dot reverse. Wait, is the spelling correct? No. Reverse. Let's check if there's an error. There is no error. Let's just print the updated list. Marks. Right here, we have reversed the list. The last one becomes the first one, the last one becomes the first one, the middle right here, 40 right here. And that's the reverse function or method. Next, we have the insert method. Insert, we are just inserting a value into the corresponding index you mentioned and the element you're going to insert. Now let's try that out. Here I want to insert 10. In what index? Let's follow the syntax. Index first and then the element. So what's the index? Index, I want it at 3. No, that will be at the last. Okay, like 3, comma, and 10. Check if there is error. No error. Just print the updated list. Yes, 50, 30, 40, and 10 at the index number 3 as we have mentioned right here. And 20 will be moved to the next one. Now next is the remove. Now it's just removing an element from the list. Let's try that out. Paste here too. Wait. Paste. Yeah. Now here we say marks dot remove. Now we have to specify the element we have to remove according to the syntax. Let's remove 30. Any error? No error. So let's print the updated list. And yes. Oh, where is 30? Poor 30. There is no 30. Yay, we removed it. Now next is the pop, which is very similar to the remove method, but here we have to specify the index. So we just have to marks.pop. I want to pop the element with the index number 2, 2, comma 40. Yes, there's an error. Pop expected on. Oh, I've made a mistake. We don't need to mention any element. My bad. Let's pop the second index element. And yes, we have got 40. Let's print the updated list. And yes, we have successfully removed 40. Poor 40. So yes, guys, that is the end of this video. Hope you have learned everything in this video about lists. So this is Prajeet signing off. Meet you in the next video. Bye-bye.